Good morning and thanks for watching FSC TV. Alongside John Kristovich, I'm Kenzie Council. Today we cover campus and national efforts to remember 9/11 on its 20th anniversary, a local baker who is 1 out of 24 in Florida to be nationally recognized, and a local sports team having a college night. Only on the weekly at 10, which starts right now.
From Studio A on the campus of Florida Southern College, this is FSC TV.
The Hollis Wellness Center is continuing their tradition of the Stair Climb Challenge, honoring those who lost their lives back on 9/11.
This Saturday marks the 20th anniversary of the tragic events that took place on September 11th, 2001. To recognize those who gave their lives on that day, the Hollis Wellness Center is challenging students to take their Stair Climb Challenge, climbing up 110 flights of stairs. I spoke with Elisa Rossow, the Director of Wellness, to get her take on what impact this challenge makes.
Well, I think it's kind of amazing, like obviously this is the 20th anniversary and some college students weren't born. So I think a lot of it is just kind of connecting the two and what everyone went through that day. But I just think it's about 40 to an hour of pain that we're enduring based on what all they had to do. So hopefully people just kind of take some time to reflect.
Last year, 145 students took the climb, and the Wellness Center is hoping to surpass this number this year, not only allowing students to take the challenge in the Wellness Center, but also all around campus.
Students who complete this challenge will also receive a free shirt from the Wellness Center.
The Office of Safety and Security has made changes to the shuttle route around campus, reducing the number of total stops for each shuttle. Student Life sent out an email to all students regarding on-campus parking in the shuttle system last week. Each shuttle, with the exception of the Holiday Inn Express, now stops south of the Hollis Room, bordering the Branscombe Auditorium parking lot, the ROTC Circle, and near the entrance of the Weinstein Computer Science Building. The Holiday Inn Express only stops at the ROTC Circle. The blue, orange, and green shuttles, mainly serving the off-campus apartment complexes, will leave their complex at the top of the hour, 20 after, and 40 after the hour, with full shuttle schedules ceasing at 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. All three pickup locations now offer shade and rain protection for students. It's now time for your Southern Spotlight. It's our returning segment ending your Florida Southern news until our daily 2-minute show that airs at noon. Southern Spotlight brings you sneak peeks, news, initiatives, and events directly from your student leadership team. The first item this morning discussed opportunities for first-year and returning students to participate in extracurriculars on campus.
Hey Mocs, and welcome to our first Southern Spotlight of the semester. I'm your host, Gretchen Faraci, bringing you the news on all things SGA. All of us at SGA are thrilled to have our Mocs back on campus and are even happier that 1,500 of you attended our annual Blast-Off event after having been held virtually last fall. Are you looking to be a representative voice of the student body? Then apply for Senate. Senator applications are open on Engage now until September 14th at 11:45 p.m. Additionally, there will be an SGA information session tonight at 6 p.m. in the Hollis Room. Come learn more about student government and how you can be involved. Lastly, the Association of Campus Entertainment is having their first open meeting Wednesday, September 15th at 6 p.m. in the Hollis Room. Come put a face to ACE and learn about all of the fun they bring to campus. That's all we have for you this week, Mocs. It's good to be back. May the Mocs be with you.
Lightning struck Moccasin Field twice this week. After the home openers for the women's and men's soccer teams were delayed due to inclement weather, the women's team kicked off their season with a resounding 7-0 victory over Edward Waters University, while the men's team dropped their contest in overtime on Monday night 3-2 against Southern Nazarene. The women's team is now 3-0 on the season and has not ceded a goal yet. Both teams will be back in action at Moccasin Field on Friday night. In cross-country news, the men's team won first place at the Valdosta State University Border Clash. Team veterans Mason Jones and Josh Wagner took first and second place respectively. With the individual victory at the race, Jones was named the SSC Runner of the Week for the 7th time in his career. The women's team placed 3rd out of 10 teams and were led by freshman Emma Musante, who placed 16th individually. Both teams will compete next at the Florida State University Cross Country Open on September 17th.
One local bakery, known for its commitment to quality, received national recognition this past summer. The owner of Board and Bread Bakehouse landed a spot on Forbes' Next 1000 list, published in July, becoming one of 24 Florida entrepreneurs who made the list this summer. The popular local business started with a stand at the local farmers market and has since grown over the last 6 years to a brick-and-mortar storefront on South Florida Avenue, a roughly 5-minute drive from Branscombe Auditorium. Last year alone, Born and Bred brought in $1.3 million in revenue. The Forbes Next 1000 list is an annual initiative used to highlight driven business people across our country.
With classes for the fall semester in full swing, the local Low A affiliate of the MLB Detroit Tigers is welcoming students back to Lakeland with a themed game night. The Lakeland Flying Tigers are hosting College Night on the 16th for their Thursday night game against the Bradenton Marauders. Festivities will take place on the berm of Joker Marchant Stadium with tickets starting at $6. Drink specials from on-site vendors, games, and prizes will be up for grab for college students in attendance.
Florida Tech is making aviation history in the U.S. by being the first university to own and fly an electric plane. Their two-seater Velis Electro is the first and currently the only type-certified electric aircraft in the world. Florida Tech is now tasked with data for the Florida Aviation Administration and has logged nearly 2 hours of flight time. In those 2 hours, they have started to learn more about its functionality, like battery life. The aircraft's battery compares to electric cars, and it's better to store at its rest state of charge.
Walt Disney World Resort is once again offering an option for the park's most loyal customers to return to the world of magic. The resort previously announced that they would resume the sale of annual passes starting September 8th. Disney also announced 4 new passes will be available after more than a year hiatus in sales due to the coronavirus. Ranging from $400 to $1,300, they include the Incredipass, the Sorcerer Pass, the Pirate Pass, and the Pixie Dust Pass. The latter 2 options will only be available to Florida residents. Current annual pass holders may continue to use their current passes, but will be required to choose one of the new annual options when they need to renew.
Children of migrant families may find a little relief by learning yoga and mindfulness in Hillsborough County. Good Afternoon, Friends and Amigos, led by social worker Mary Torres, is a free program meant to give these children a safe space to put aside hardships they may be facing and focus on their education. Most of the teaching is done in Spanish and incorporates yoga and mindfulness as a way to help the children self-regulate. The program runs until 5:30 p.m. for Reddick and Robinson Elementary School students in kindergarten through 3rd grade.
Last Friday, Joe Biden signed an executive order requiring the declassification review of FBI documents relating to the investigation of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. The executive order calls for the Justice Department and other agencies to begin a declassification review of the documents. It also requires Attorney General Merrick Garland to publicly release the declassified documents over the next 6 months. This move comes after over 1,600 people impacted by the attacks released a letter calling upon Biden to avoid visiting Ground Zero this Saturday unless the information and documents were released.
Monday marked the end for the Expand Unemployment Benefits that gave the unemployment an extra $300 per week. The move came after criticism by Republicans and small business owners who claimed the aid was holding back recovery and contributing to labor shortages. Some economic experts, however, claim employment will not spike and the move will actually hurt regional economies. Instead of extending the expansion, the Biden administration is pushing 2 measures. One is a bipartisan infrastructure bill to help long-term economic growth. The other focuses on investing in carbon reduction, education, childcare, and more.
That's your news for this week. Alongside Kenzie Council, I'm John Kristovich. We'll see you next week at 10 a.m. right here on FSC TV.